Okie dokie. R4M Driver App, run through, take one. So this is Brett Wilkinson, going to be training Paul Bourne on how to use the Driver App day one. For any driver that's coming in, this will show them how to get started. So first off, what you're going to see when you first log in is going to be a list of routes. You'll usually only see one. As you can see, this is the one we're going to be dealing with today.
So what do I do now? Open route?
You'll make sure that the date is the date of today, and you'll see your stops and everything there. You're going to hit open route. Confirm.
And now what do I do?
Okay, so now you're going to see your route, and you're going to have your whole manifest here. You'll see that all of them will say not loaded. You have two options up here. You have start route and start loading. We're going to follow the green button, and we're going to start with loading. That'll bring up your camera. On the first time you log into this, it's going to ask for access to your camera. Make sure you give it access. Down here, you'll see your loading progress is 0 of 12. That means we have 12 packages, and we're ready to scan. So we'll have all of our boxes laid out. Hover over it, scan it, and then you're going to see this little thing right here pop up. That's going to give you the address, and
then I write stop 13.
Stop number. We'll write the stop number on the package.
Is that the sequence I'm going to do it in? Like that'll be my 13th
Correct.
stop?
That'll be your 13th stop.
Okay.
And then we'll move on to the next one.
Now back up and get, not found. What do I do now?
Okay, so if an order comes up not found, that means that it's not actually optimized into your route, but it also means that you do need to take it. Search other routes. This package may or may not be on another route. If it is not, then it will pop up not found in other routes. You'll hit search orders, and then it'll find it, add to my route. Oops. Oh, you caught it, yeah. The camera is very sensitive, so make sure you're not pouring it out of, there you go. Add to route. And that's gonna add the package to the most optimal spot in your route.
How do I know what number to write on the box?
It'll pop up right there.
That's pretty cool.
As soon as it comes through, it'll pop up with the stop number.
Okay.
Then we just keep moving along.
7.
Yep.
Back a little bit bigger out of this. Okay. 13. 11. 6. Well, this is pretty easy. Found.
Same thing.
Routes.
There you go.
Uh-oh.
Hang on.
I'm hitting the, yeah. Oh, 4.
There you go.
My camera is sensitive.
Okay.
11.
And then the next one.
So now we're going to just keep going until I've done every box, right?
Yes.
Okay. Stop number 1.
And last one, I believe.
So it really does help when I hold my hand over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 5. Okay, so now what I do?
Okay. Now you can see down at the bottom, you've got 100% scanned. You want to hit finish loading. If at this time, if there's anything missing, a package that didn't scan, this is when it will pop up and actually tell you what address it is and what stop number it is. So it makes it easier to actually find later.
Okay.
From there, we're going to hit start route.
So what is all this up at the top telling me?
Okay, so up here at the top, you've got distance. This is the planned distance, the duration, and how many stops you have in total.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
so I got a pretty slow day.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty quick day.
If I look through here, there should be 16.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Okay.
16 total stops.
All right. So I'm going to do what you said and follow the green button. So I'm assuming I do start route.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I need to load my vehicle.
Okay. So the stop number that you see on the package that you wrote on all of these packages is how you're going to actually load your vehicle.
So if I'm in a POV, for example, this is number 1. It'll probably
Right.
be in the front seat.
You'll want to put it closer to the front seat, easier to grab.
3,
You'll have 2 right here.
5. So I'm just going to load these.
Correct.
I don't have to go searching around.
No.
Okay.
As you take them off your pallet, you'll put them into your. The 4 is probably on the back of one of those somewhere. So.
10. So now my vehicle's loaded sequentially, and if I had like 100 packages, the number 100 would go back in the back. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And like 30s, 350s would go probably in the middle. Something
Yes.
like that. Okay. So we're doing a simulation here for anybody learning on this app. We're pretending this is a vehicle and we've only got 16 stops, but this concept would follow regardless of how many you had. So now now that I'm loaded, my vehicle's loaded, I'll start route, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, route is started.
Okay.
And then again, follow the green button. First button you're going to see is that green navigate button.
Well, I really don't like going here first. I like to start on the other end of town.
Okay, so the point to the system is to optimize your day to limit the amount of distance and the amount of time you spend out on road. So your best bet is to go in order. At least for now. If there's something wrong later, then you can always let us know.
Okay, so if I follow this, I'm gonna drive less miles and make more money.
Correct.
Save yes. Okay, I'll trust you for today.
Okay.
All right. So
we're gonna start with navigate.
So I'm gonna start with 1. Do I need to? I don't need to go to the map view or anything like I didn't bring. I just go right here.
No, it'll actually show you everything. The only time you would need to use your map view is if you're stuck out in the middle of nowhere.
So I can look at it out of curiosity, right? But I really want to deliver. Oops.
Stops. No. Down at the bottom.
Stops. There you go.
One more. Second button.
Stops.
There you
Thank
go.
you. Okay, cool. Okay, so
again, follow the green button. We're going to hit navigate.
And you want to deliver from here, okay?
Mhm.
Because I like using that map, but I'm gonna do it your way today.
Okay, first time you use it, it's gonna give you options. I have an iPhone, so I used Apple Maps more times than none. Google Maps is a good option if you want. Waze, Uber, anything that really helps you. So
Not the first one.
do not use the in-app navigation. It's not up to par yet. GPS coordinates versus address. Use the GPS coordinates. It's more precise. And there you go. Obviously, we're not in Tyler. We're currently in Plano. So 2 hours is a little unrealistic, but there you go.
Okay, so now I'm at the stop. What do I do?
Okay. When you're at the stop, you're going to go back to the Route For Me app. There you go. And you're going to hit arrived. That's going to basically give you a courtesy alert saying you're nowhere near, and then hit continue.
So possibly I'm at the wrong spot, but
Correct.
I verified and I realized I'm okay, so I just continue anyway.
Mm-hmm. Set status. This is going to give you 3 options up here at the top. You have done, skip, and failed. The only time you will ever use skip is if you are skipping it for now but coming back later due to a business being closed for lunch, or they're not open yet. They open in the afternoon, things like that. But for the most part,
this is mandatory, so I guess I have
correct. The red asterisk stands for what you need to do first. Cancel.
Okay, so I'll go to number 1.
There you go. So the top one is done, and then we're going to apply a delivery code to it. And we're going to have front door. Let's say we're driver releasing it to the front door. And then set delivery status, and then the last step is mark as done. There you go.
So then just rinse and repeat.
Rinse and repeat.
Navigate. Arrived. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Arrived.
Set status.
So I go find number 2.
Mm-hmm.
This time I left it at the back door.
Mm-hmm.
Back door. Set delivery code.
And mark is done.
Mark is done.
No, down at the bottom.
There you go. So that's it. And I just finished my last route.
Mm-hmm.
What happens when I finish? Do I hit end route?
When you finish your last stop, it will automatically ask you if you want to end your route for the day. If you are for sure that everything has been either closed out as failed or as before we do that, I'm going to show you how to do a failed code.
Okay.
As long as everything is either failed or done by the end of the day, then everything is notated correctly in the system. Otherwise, we need to make sure that there's no skips. If there are any, we got to go back and fix those. So just as an example, let's say we get to a stop and we cannot deliver the package for whatever reason. So let's go to stop 3.
Oh yeah, you did say to follow the sequence. Okay.
Yep. So we don't necessarily need to navigate, but if we did, we'd hit the first green button. We're going to arrive. And let's say we get to this stop and we can't deliver it because the business is closed for the day.
Just number 3?
Yes, sir. So you're going to hit set status. We're going to go to failed up at the top. And we have one thing that's mandatory, and that's the failed reason. So we need to select that. And the business is closed, so there you go. You got CLO, and then set exception code, and then mark as failed at the bottom. And there you go. Marked as failed. It is very clearly notated right there. And it's added a note, and it's updated in the system.
So by the end of the day, everything should say done or failed.
Correct.
Right? I should have no skipped.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, and then the last thing I want to go over with you real quick is what, scroll down to stop number, or scroll back up, I'm sorry. Right there where it says 2 stop group. That right there means that that is a bundled stop. If you'll scroll up just a smidge more, you'll see that both of those are going to the same address. The navigate button is actually up towards the top where it says 2 stop group.
We can skip that for here,
right? And then you would hit arrive. And for the sake of this demonstration, we're going to go ahead and skip. Continue anyway. Set status. On the very top one, you're going to hit delivery scan.
This was number 8.
7.
4.
What's the test 104? Right here. Sequence number got messed up a little bit. There you go.
Scan it.
And then we're going to obtain the signature. There you go. Set status. Okay, so this is where it's going to ask if you want to apply this signature to all the packages in the stop. You'll hit yes. And then you'll go to delivery signature name, and you'll just type in their first initial and their last name. Set name. Yes.
Apply to all of them?
Yep, same thing.
So that's I don't have to do this for every single package?
Pretty much.
Okay.
And then you're going to hit mark as done. And then the only other thing you have to do with the second one is when you hit set status on that second package, all you have to do is scan that package.
Oh, just to make sure we got rid of it.
And what's the barcode on that one?
2005.
Right there.
Just done.
There you go. Mark is done.
So I don't have to sign again.
Nope.
Sure.
Positive.
Some other drivers in here told me that I did. Okay, I'll trust you. Wow, look at that.
There you go. And it marks both of them as done at the same time.
Perfect.
And you're ready to go. Okie doke. I think that ends our demonstration.